Do you like horror survival games? Dark corners of a spaceship, like in the movie Alien? Zombies with huge cancerous growth that you can smash with an electric button? Frustration from not having enough ammo? And hard drive full to the brim? In that case, Callisto Protocol is a good choice. The game is from the developers at Striking Distance Studios, who created the legendary Dead Space series. The game is from 2022, and Epic Games Store recently gave it away for free. I excitedly added the game to my library, installed it on my Steam Deck, and then got the stop in the back. Luckily, I solved the problem, and if you are interested in how, you can check out the video on my channel that focuses on this specific issue. Right from the start, you will be impressed by the advanced graphics, which do an amazing job with the light and shadows, creating great atmosphere. This is the main strength of the game. The game puts a lot of strain on the Steam Deck. If you are check the graphic settings of some YouTubers, they recommend medium graphics and lacking the FPS at 40. Personally, this setting didn't work for me. The game mostly stays around 30 FPS, but in many areas with demanding lighting, it can drop to 15 FPS. The problem is that many of these parts you need maximum smooth gameplay because you have to defeat many enemies. Most of the time you need a smash with an electric button, and for this fighting style you need smoother action to dodge. But why I recommended setting the overall graphics to low and not lacking the FPS? Trust me, is the best choice. With low settings, the game still look amazing because on the small Steam Deck display with lower resolution, many pixel imperfections are lost. The FSOM OLED display maintains a high graphic standard, and if you tweak the brightness a bit and play it at night, the atmosphere is still incredible. Check out these clips where I walked through the snowy landscape on the moon Callisto, and the graphics set to low and the quality is still very good. Okay, now let's talk about gameplay. I won't spoil the story. Basically, you start as a prisoner on the moon Callisto, where your ship has crashed, and you are trying to escape from there. In the game, you have 3 primary upgrade paths that you can choose to shape your playstyle. The first is upgrading your electric button, which you have from the beginning of the game and use most of the time to smash enemies. The second is upgrading your weapons, and the third is upgrading your grip, which is glove with telekinesis technology. You can pull or throw objects and even enemies. I personally choose to upgrade the electric button because you spend the most time using it in the game, and it's your only way to fight when you run out of ammo, which is quite limited, or when your grip's battery runs out. Important tip: stamp on your dead enemies, they drop credits. I found this out later in the game. And trust me, crates are really scarce here, and you need upgrades to defeat the constantly mutating and stronger zombie enemies. Ammo is limited. A good strategy is to start by hitting enemies with your button and then shoot them in the head. Also, learn to use your environment, like impaling enemies on spikes with a grip or using gas canisters. The game does have its weak points. Constantly hitting enemies can get repetitive, and some areas aren't as interesting as they are at the start. At times, the game feels unbalanced. You might go through long session with very little health, no items, lot of enemies, and the upgrade printer appears much later. Other times, there are few enemies, you find plenty of items, and you come across 2 printers in the short intervals when you don't really need them. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I got the game for free from the Epic Games Store, and for playing on the Steam Deck in the evening after work, it's a good game. If you enjoy survival horror and games like this, click on this video about Resident Evil 3 to expand your horizons. Thanks for watching. I'd be happy if you subscribe, leave a comment or give a like, and take care.